For those who haven't flown more than 3 hours, I'm going to talk about how the trip on the plane goes generally and what to expect with that. So, as those of you who actually follow my blog will already know, I've already gone on 3 international flights now that have lasted at least 10 hours each. On my way to my study abroad program in Japan last year, on my way home from that, and again on my way here to Korea. Generally, what to expect. There's some things that vary between companies. Some companies, for free, you can watch movies and play games on a screen in front of you, and that's nice. Some companies have a place where you can plug in your laptop or your phone and play games on that. Every flight, though, will feed you at least 3 meals if your flight is 10 hours or more. And generally, coming from America to Korea or Japan, flights are at least 10 hours. I'm not sure about different places in Europe, so forgive me, but you'll have to know about that yourselves. Different airlines, of course, always work differently. The kinds of foods you'll get, the options to you will always differ. If you're flying an Asian airline, typically you will be offered Asian-style foods. If you're flying an American airline, European airline, you'll be offered the types of food of whatever country's airline you're flying. So I had Chinese food on my way home from Japan because I flew a Chinese airline. On my way to Japan, I had what I guess must have been Hong Kong food because that's where I landed. On my way here, I had American food because I was on an American airline. Also, there are bathrooms, but lines do form. Usually only 3 people long, but they do form because there's only so many on such a large plane. If you're a light sleeper, I'd suggest bringing earplugs. People around you do snore, and people around you do talk, even when they dim the cabin lights for you to sleep. Also, if you're a light sleeper in terms of light, I'd suggest bringing an eye mask to wear on the plane because they dim the lights, they don't completely turn them off because you need to be able to see if you got to get to the bathroom or something. So those are suggestions. I know for your first time sleeping on a plane, it is definitely difficult to sleep, but still try it. It passes the time a lot quicker. You don't even notice you're flying, and it just makes the trip a lot easier. If you can't sleep, at least try closing your eyes or something. Daydream, maybe. It really makes the time go fast. Yeah, that's about all I've got for what to expect on the airplane. Typically, long flights like this, seats are arranged 3, 5, 3. So there's 4 options for aisle seats and a lot of options for middle seats. So if your company lets you, ask for an aisle seat or a window seat if you would prefer it. I don't much like sitting in the middle of a bunch of people I don't know. So I asked for an aisle seat on my way home from Japan. Next thing, what to expect once you're at the airport. So, as I'm sure all of you know, you have to go through customs once you're at the airport. Customs generally goes that you go through a passport check area and you hand in a form they give you on the plane to fill out. In Korea, it goes nice and quick. You're just in a line. Each person takes a minute or 2, typically, unless there's some sort of error on their paper that they filled out, some misunderstanding between people, whatever. It usually goes pretty fast. Korea usually has about 6 to 8 lines open for foreigners, and so the line for the plane goes at a decent speed. But still, if you can, try to get to the front of the line. It's a big plane, and you don't want to be waiting in line forever, right? Basically, they check your passport, check the paper you filled out. They do a pointer finger scan, and you got to look at the camera, and they take your picture, all for documentation that you're there and such, in case something happens. Then, once you're through there, baggage claim. At Incheon Airport, baggage claim is down an escalator from there, and there are many different places for you to get your baggage from. So look for your flight number, and that will tell you which conveyor belt has your baggage. Take that escalator down and you'll be right there. Once you have your baggage, there's a short customs area where they take a form you filled out on the plane. Typically, you just hand them the form. They don't even really look at it, and they just let you through. And then once you're through there, on either side of you, there are money exchange places that apparently actually have a decent fee with them. Not too bad. When I changed my yen to won, it was only like $1.50 charge. Yeah, so there's that. Change your money there if you still need to at that point. If you've made other plans, stick with that. To each his own. Then you're on your way out of the airport, so the next step is the bus.